First of all, I would like to wish everybody a happy new year. Welcome to 2021. We are hopeful that this year is going to be a way better year than 2020. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Fee. It's been a really long time. It's been, I think, 6 months since I last posted a video, so it's been a really long while. I'm sorry for just abruptly going off without any explanations or anything. So something came up in my personal life, and I had to just go off for a while. Also, I'm sorry once again for just going off without giving you guys any information. Like, I had people reach out to me saying, oh, what's up, we can't see your videos anymore. Oh, what's up, you've not posted, it's Wednesday, it's 6 p.m, why haven't you posted? So it was really nice knowing that there are people out there who actually look forward to my videos, and there are people out there who are learning from my videos. I was still helping those who reached out to me with whatever information they needed and in whatever way I could help. So thanks once again for being here. Thanks once again for checking up on me, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. So as usual, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Fee. This is Fee Phenomenal. It's a space where we talk about moving to Canada. So I recently moved to Canada, and it's just a space where we talk about my move, my experiences, the experiences of others that I know about. So it's really just a space where we talk about moving to Canada and all the things that come with it. And to my old subscribers, welcome back to my channel. I'd like to say a happy new year to everybody. Wow, 2020 has been a year. I'm just happy to see it behind us. It has been a really long year. We hope 2021 is going to be better than 2020. Here's wishing you all the good things that you've prayed for, wishing you for all the best. May success come your way this year. Welcome to 2021. So I had videos that I had already done, so I would be uploading those in addition to a lot more videos that I've shot over the holiday. And so yeah, there'll be a lot of content coming your way this year. So yeah, so today I just want to review my year in Canada. I just want to talk about how 1 year in Canada has been. Well, technically it's not up to a year. It's been about 10 months in Canada, so I just want to talk about the journey so far. Like, people, when I meet new people, or when people know that, oh, you just moved to Canada, they all tend to ask, how has it been? And I'm generally unable to give them the answer they are expecting. Like, they're usually always expecting, oh my god, it was the best decision I made, or oh my god, like, it's never what they're expecting. So, and I'm generally unable to give a standard answer because the year which I moved in was a very different year. So it wasn't a year that things happened the way we were used to. Like, it was a difficult year for everybody all around the world. So it wasn't exclusive to me in Canada, but it was a pretty difficult year. But it's been a year full of experience. It's been a year full of growth. So before I moved to Canada, I had never really lived on my own. I went to university from home. After university, I went to law school, and I was in a very unique set, meaning that I was between 2 sets. So you probably do 2 months in law school, and then you get back home for something, go back for 2 months, and then you get back home for something. So my set never really were in law school for the long period of time. So I've never really been away from home or away from family. My service was in Abuja, so again, I did it right from my house. Then when I went for my master's, I had my sister come for her undergraduate also. So I had my sister with me for the first 9 months, and then she moved I think in September, and by April I was done with my master's and I rushed back home. But even between September and April, I kept shuffling between Cambridge, where I schooled, and Coventry, where my other sister was, and Chelmsford, where my younger sister, who was with me at the beginning, was. So like it was just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I always had family with me. But this year, or rather in 2018, I made the decision that, oh, I want to try moving to Canada, and I made the decision on my own. Just me. It was just me that was going to, well, initially I was supposed to do it with my sister, but she had some issues with her application, so we didn't proceed at the same time, so I had to go first. I had no knowledge of anything Canadian. I'd never been to Canada before that. Like the closest I had been to was America, but I had never been to Canada at that point. I knew nobody in Canada. I just picked up my bag and decided that I was going to move to Canada, and I did it. So it showed me that I could do that. It showed me that I could live on my own. Like in all my years on earth, I've never had to live on my own, but it was quite a trying year. But it was such a horrible time to make that move on my own, and nobody knew anything about what was going on. It was still a novel disease, and so everybody was just up and down. Like there was no standard protocol that we were following, and so it was just pretty difficult. It made getting the job very hard. It made meeting people very hard. It made the whole move very, very difficult. Like it was difficult for me because I was all alone. Like I went months without hugging somebody. At some point I was like, okay, I just want somebody to hug me, just a handshake or something. But well, with the virus it wasn't possible, so I went months without anybody hugging me. The whole year was just mad. But all in all, was I happy that I made the move? Yes, it was difficult, but I was happy that I made the move. But sometimes, if I'm being honest, I was regretting my decision to make the move. Like, I really wished I didn't make the move. Like, I started seeming ungrateful. Like, everybody that I told me, like, man, you don't know the opportunity that you have. But you weren't there living with me, like, all alone, exploring a new land with the virus. Like, it was just difficult. I went about 3 months, no, I went 2 months without a job until I got a job in a store. And eventually after some time, I got used to the fact that we had the virus. I got used to living on my own. I got used to being on my own. And yeah, like I said, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to make the move, and I'm grateful that I'm happy that I took that opportunity. Despite the fact that it was a very, very difficult year. But given the opportunity to do it all over again, I'll make the move. But I think I would want to make it with family, not alone. Just knowing that my family was around there and I could reach out to them at any point in time, it was comforting enough. Like, there were days that we go, I would just be crying. Like, I didn't know I could cry that hard. Like, there was a day I was talking to my family members, so we were on a video call, and everybody was talking, like everybody was just making contributions, and I just kept looking at them. And my father turned to me and was like, "You're not saying anything." And I couldn't even reply. I just started crying. Like, my dad was so scared. Like, there was a day I think I woke up feeling very ill, and my father was like, "Okay, we're going to look for a ticket for you to come back home right now." Like, but it was in the middle of, like, I was ready to go home at that point, but it was in the thick of the whole pandemic. Like, at the beginning, I think about April, May. So there was no way I was going to get on the plane. There was no way I was going to get that very easily. and so I just stayed back, and eventually I got happier. I moved into a new place. I liked my environment, and winter ended. I moved in the middle of winter. It wasn't winter anymore. It was summer. Everywhere was green. It wasn't drab. So I started enjoying my move. I got a job. I was going out. Even if it wasn't every day, I was going out and I was earning. So I wasn't using up my my proof of funds anymore. So I wasn't as depressed. I wasn't as sad. It made things easier for me. But after some time, I had to move out again. I got another job, and I moved to an area that I didn't really like. The area made me sad. So yeah, I knew that next place I'm going to move to, I would thoroughly inspect the area and be happy with it before making my decision to move. So the year has been both tough and good. I've been happy with the decision to move. I'm glad I made the decision. It's not one that I regret. And yeah, it's just been a good decision. Reviewing the year, looking back, there were times that like I just used to always cry. Like I anticipated that making the move was going to be difficult since I was making the move just by myself, alone, knowing nobody there. But I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Like I'd already prepared myself, but the virus made it even more difficult because like 2 weeks after I moved in, we went into lockdown. Like most businesses shut down. Everything just basically shut down. And I moved, technically, it wasn't a complete and final move. I just wanted to get everything sorted out and then come back, waiting for whenever my sister was going to be ready to make the move so we could do it together, because I just wanted to make sure that I had everything that I needed. But then the lockdown caught me. Like I didn't book a return ticket because I wasn't sure how long I needed to be in Canada for. I just expected that whenever I was ready, maybe like 2-3 weeks before I was ready, I would book a return ticket. Like I didn't know whether it was going to be a month or whether it was going to be 2 weeks. At the end of the day, all I needed was less than a month to do all that I needed to have done. And yeah, so at the end of the day, I had to stay back and start my life in Canada, even though I wasn't ready to start my life in Canada. So I basically had to start my life whether I was ready or not. But I'm glad I made the decision. Thanks to my family, like it really brought my family closer. Like the whole pandemic, not my move to Canada, the pandemic brought my family closer. Like we used to call every time, we used to talk, we had story times, we had Bible study, we had different kind of activities during the lockdown period. A few friends became my rock. Like I used to talk to them every day, just share my problems. Like it was just a very difficult year. I know I keep saying it was a very difficult year. The move alone on its own was difficult. Moving just by myself was even more difficult than to add upon it the pandemic. So it was just a difficult year. Like mentally, there were times I had looked at myself and I was asking myself, why did you make this move? Like it's not as if you had such a bad life. Like you have things going for you back home in Nigeria, so it might have not been the best situation, but your life was okay. Like it was enjoyable at least. And eventually I made the decision to come back home to visit, and I think that was the best decision that I made, because it kept me sane. Like there were days that I wouldn't want to stand up and work, but when I remembered that I was in so amounts of days I'll be coming back home to Nigeria, I found the strength immediately. Like basically my coming home was a source of strength for me. So I made the right decision to just come home and visit and basically breathe in some fresh air and be ready for a more permanent move. But am I happy that I made the move? Yes, I am. It made me more independent. It opened my eyes to the possibilities that are out there. It showed that this was something that I could do. It showed me that I'm capable of surviving no matter what the situation is. It was a difficult year, but out of it still, there were experiences that I'm happy that I got to make. Like, I met wonderful people. And also, it opened me up to talking about my problems, like both to my family and to other people. Like, so the way I got my second job, even my first job, it was a friend that helped me with it. And this was a friend that I met by randomly walking up to her and saying, "Oh, hi," at an agency that we went to. And so we just started talking. Like, literally, that was the last day or before they shut down. By the next day, Canada had shut down, so we couldn't even meet at the agency anymore. So, like, I was happy that I said hi to her. She helped me with my first job. When I was looking for an apartment, she helped me find a housemate, and eventually the housemate also helped me with my second job. Like, ordinarily, I wouldn't have spoken about my problems with other people, but it just made me know that if you do not talk, your problem remains. And so just talking about the problem meant that solutions came out of it. Like, my housemate, we were just talking, and I'm like, "Oh, you have a job. Oh, that's nice. Where do you work?" And she tells me, and I'm like, "Oh, are they employing?" And she's like, "Yeah, I will send you a link." She sent me a link, and boom, I applied. I had some issues. I spoke back to her, and she helped me resolve the issue, and like that, I got a job. Like, it was an eye-opening year. It was a difficult year, but all in all, I'm happy I made the decision to move. Thanks once again for listening to me. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. Please like the video also. Share with people that you know are going through this journey. Share with people that are curious. Share with your family. Share with your friends. Share with even your enemy, even if it's as punishment to them. I kid. Yeah, so just share with everybody that you know, and please leave your comments in the comment section. If there are any questions that you have, please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer them. And also, if there are any questions that you do not want to ask in the comment section, my Twitter handle, my Instagram handle is Fee, just PH_ then triple E. So that's PH_ triple E. So you can just go ahead to follow me on those channels, and we could converse and we could talk. Thanks once again for listening to me, and see you next week on Wednesday by 6 p.m. when a new video would be premiered on the channel.